give me fuel, give me fire, give me that old Chinese desire.
Welcome, Smash Heads. I'm James Holst Jr., owner and creator of the Car Demolition League, welcoming you to the second part of our Combine. This video, part 2 of 3, and we are ready, folks, for the last chance round. So we're going to find out a couple of things today. We have 10 randomly selected matchups, basically all the cars that lost that first round game, that first qualification game. This is their last chance here. So 20 cars, 10 matchups, 1v1, right? And the 10 cars that end up winning today, they will go on to a team eventually. And of course, the 10 cars that lose here today, they will be eliminated from our Combine. We are also going to determine the rest of the rosters for all the color code teams, and then after that we are actually going to set up the bracket here for you. Why am I doing that? Because it can be kind of boring. Well, I'll tell you why. Because of transparency, right? Why not, right? You want to see how it's being done behind the scenes a little bit. Might be a little dull sometimes, but hey, it's nice to have company during the boring parts. What else can I say? Time to get down to the action. The last chance round is heating up. Like I said, all the matchups randomly selected. So let's get on to the first one. All right, here we go. The first matchup of our last chance round. Solar Reflex Jr. on the left here. He's going to be on the visiting side, weighing in at 35 grams. And was flipped in 2 collisions in his first match. Orange Brick getting right back out there, right? After he just lost to Orange Arrow in 3 collisions, weighing in at 37 grams, ready to go at it yet again. Let's get down to the field and see how they fare. All right, here we are, folks, down on the field, ready to go. We've got Solar Reflex Jr., and of course, we've got Orange Brick. Right back at it for him here as he tries to make his way to the next round of the Combine. Of course, the loser of this matchup eliminated from the Combine contention going forward. They basically just go to the draft pool and, watch from the couch. So, if toy cars had mini couches to sit on. Anyways, let's move on here. So, Orange Brick, Solar Reflex Jr., and whoa, out of play we go. So, no collision, and we got to find our car. So, folks, both cars have to go back to their own side from which they started. That does not count as a collision, as all out of plays don't count in that regard. They go at it again, and quicker than a pancake at a Waffle House. We saw a lot of one and dones in that first leg, and we've got another one and done right here and now. Solar Reflex Jr. takes down Orange Brick. Orange Brick, it took 3 collisions to take him down the first time. Maybe I should use first round results as a tiebreaker of sorts, but just 1 collision is all it took here. Solar Reflex with the win over Orange Brick, and for right now, he's the best offensive car that we've seen to this point. So he moves on, and Orange Brick, well, his Combine comes to an end. So that being said, let's move on to the next matchup on tap. Here we go, folks. On to the next one. Silver Sierra will be on the visitor side to take on Hoto Roto. Of course, Silver Sierra had a few collisions before going down in his first matchup with Nightwing. 3 collisions to be exact. Hoto Roto, he was 1 hit and done against Kit Kart. Silver Sierra, 36 grams. Hoto Roto, 29 grams. It's win or go home for these 2 cars here. All right, folks, here we go. Silver Sierra and Hoto Roto ready to do their thing here. Matchup on, looking to stay alive. Both cars stay up right there. And automatically, whoever wins this match, well, I guess they'd be the second best. We're taking the top 2 offensive cars to move on. So there's that much going on, but this time both cars down. So we are going to see a 3rd collision between these 2 cars. They continue, and this time we kind of have a mesh break, but the way that he's hanging on You know what? We're just going to give it to Hoto Roto here. Or should we just say that he is in a mesh break, even though his opponent's down? We're actually going to say that it is going to be a mesh break. It's going to count as a collision, but we have a mesh break there. He was clearly handing off in the edge over the mesh. We might have a fix for that in the 2026 season. We might actually create like a little pit here to basically give cars more room to really run off and basically fall into like a mesh net. Basically took my inspiration from Wrigley Field. They have like a little catch net in case people like, you know, reach over the wall too far and fall. They don't fall down. So taking a little inspiration from Wrigley Field, I might use that for 2026. Just saying, you know, could happen. So we continue going. 3 collisions so far. Silver Sierra gets a little bit of a lucky break. Can he make use of it? That's the 4th collision here. We got a good defensive battle right now. And this time, Hoto Roto makes his mark and gets the flip. Silver Sierra down. It doesn't matter how long you last in these matchups. If you get flipped, your combine is over. So Silver Sierra eliminated after 5 collisions. And for now, Hoto Roto is the 2nd best offensive car. And for now, holds a spot in the to-be-determined pool, right? Along with Solar Reflex Jr. But, you know, I mean, 5 has been easy to... 5 has been an easy number to beat offensively for cars. At least it was in the first leg. We'll see in the second leg if that continues when we return. All right, next one on tap. Purple Frog will be on the visitor side to take on White Dune. White Dune weighing in at 29 grams and Purple Frog weighing in at 30 grams. Purple Frog knocked down after 2 collisions and taken out. White Dune, on the other hand, 1 collision and he was out. Of course, now a flip against them will eliminate them from this here combine. So if they want to keep their combine going, they need to get a win here. Welcome back, Smash Heads. Purple Frog, White Dune combine on the line for both. And here we go. The matchup is on. They're both down. They got to get back up. We are still in that stage where no ties are allowed. So that's 1 collision in. And they go on to a second one. And did they flip each other yet again? I mean, it's going to go down towards their defensive stats. Not that it really matters too much, but neither car showing much of the defensive side right now as they will continue. But hey, they're showing defensive prowess, and this, it might be a mesh break, but is he touching there? There could be a mesh break. Oh, yeah, there is. He was touching, or not a mesh break, but a post break. So the post break is going to actually save White Dune right there. So we continue, folks. White Dune saved by a post break. And Purple Frog can't believe it. And they both go down yet again. So that was collision number 4. Purple Frog making a rookie mistake. Couldn't hang on the edge. But he's getting some good offensive production. Can he finally do it in this time? No doubt about it. Purple Frog taking down White Dune. And that was 5. 5 collisions it took for Purple Frog to seal the win over White Dune. So, yeah, we got a little bit of a tie right now, don't we? Hoto Roto and Purple Frog. But that being said, again, it might be broken, right? Could very well be broken as we go on to the next match. Basically, we got 10 1v1 matchups. We're 3 of them in. On to the 4th one. It's coming up next. But that being said, White Dune, hey, his combine is done and over. And Purple Frog will be joining one of those 8 teams eventually. Next matchup on tap here in our last chance leg. We got Growler weighing in at 28 grams on the visitor side to take on Zero Stratos, who weighs in at 36 grams. Now, Growler was a heavy underdog against Revert, but still lasted 2 collisions before being taken down. Zero Stratos, an upsetting performance in that first leg. 1 collision sent him out, and now he's trying not to get eliminated here. So let's see who moves on to join a team here in our combine and who's getting knocked out. And welcome back, folks. Here we go. We got Growler and we got Zero Stratos ready to head up, and both cars stay alive on the first collision. Now, that was some good defense by both cars. And Zero Stratos is down after just 2 collisions. Growler is moving on. How about that? Growler, who was taken down in 2 collisions against the heaviest car, or I should say the heaviest rookie in the draft. In just 2 collisions, he redeems himself here to take down Zero Stratos, a car that was actually 8 grams heavier than him. And guess what? That means we have our first 2 cars that are going to be joining a team. Okay, so basically it's going to be Purple Frog who basically played first here, and then we got, or my mistake, Hoto Roto actually played first between Hoto Roto and Purple Frog. Zero Stratos is out. So we can go on ahead and put Zero Stratos in the exit bag. Growler, so far the second best offensive car here, which means Hoto Roto, who competed first, and then Purple Frog will be put onto a team. So we start with Hoto Roto. So Hoto Roto, let him have the center stage here, as we will see where Hoto Roto is going to go. Which team will he join out of the 8? There are no more to be determined in this nutcracker head. So here we go. As we remove his hat and we select a team. Who knows what team it is? We are about to find out. Only the nutcracker knows. And Hoto Roto will be joining Team Purple. So Team Purple has Fangula, they have Royal Monty, and now they have Hoto Roto. So Hoto Roto joins Team Purple. And now that leads us to Purple Frog. And he's saying, man, I wanted to join Team Purple. I'm a Purple Frog. Well, he won't be on Team Purple. We're about to find out what team he will play for right about now. Like I said, only the nutcracker knows. So we try to read his mind. Well, he's going to tell us in a second here. And, I don't know, just kind of seeing through the paper here as I dropped it. It looks like a color on the warmer end of the spectrum. Purple Frog is joining Team Pink. Purple Frog, well, he didn't get purple, but he got maybe one of the closest things, right? Pink, like a light purple, right? Or light red, anyway. But Team Pink is going to get Purple Frog joining their ranks. So Amaru, Supercharger, and now Purple Frog all making up Team Pink to this point. So that being said, folks, we figure out more stuff and we carry on with our last chance leg. So coming up next, we got Blue Foxtrot going one-on-one with Hot Sauce. Let's get a preview of that. Next matchup on tap, we got Blue Foxtrot on the visitor side, weighing 27 grams. And on the home side, it's Hot Sauce weighing in at 36 grams. Hot Sauce, 1 collision, 1 flip against, and Blue Foxtrot, the same. Both these cars eliminated in that first leg after just 1 collision. So both of them looking to bounce back in a big way right here and now. Welcome back, folks. We've got Blue Foxtrot. We've got Hot Sauce ready to go head-to-head here. The winner moving on to join one of those teams. And, of course, the loser, their combine comes to an end. Here we go. Collision number 1, and it's definitely a mesh break. No doubt about it. It is still a collision, but it is a mesh break. So that's 1 collision there. They go at it again. This time, both cars staying up. A second collision to be had, and both hanging on, which means we're about to see a 3rd collision, which means whoever wins this match is about to join a team right after the match. So kind of cool stuff to happen. That's collision number 3. And we continue on here. And now we got a flip on collision number 4 as we see Hot Sauce get the flip. Blue Foxtrot is down. And this one's over in 4 collisions. Tough loss for Blue Foxtrot as his combine comes to an end. He will make his exit. But Hot Sauce, we might as well just call him Franks. We put him on everything. So we're about to see what team we put him on. What team likes Hot Sauce? We're about to figure that out. Our severed head, our bodiless nutcracker, he knows the answer. What team will Hot Sauce play for? Who will he join? We got just one piece of paper there, and that's all we need at this point. So, let's see which team Hot Sauce is going to go to. Team Blue. Team Blue is getting some Hot Sauce right here. So, Kit Kart RD09 and Hot Sauce joins the blue team here with his victory and that drawing right there. So, folks, onwards we move into the next matchup. We are halfway, believe it or not, already halfway through our last chance leg. Here we go, folks. Talk about the random things that can happen. And we have 2 cars that we were expecting better from. One of them almost made it as the best defensive performance from the first round. He's on the home side here. That, of course, is Mad Fast, taken down after 5 collisions. Had the aerodynamics on his side, but couldn't find the flip. He finally was flipped, weighing in here at 36 grams. His opponent, it's Midnight Mazda, weighing in at 52 grams. And boy, talk about the upset of this whole tournament so far, perhaps, if you want to call it a tournament, but the upset of the first leg, perhaps, is what you could call it, is he was taken down by Royal Monty in just 2 collisions. Both of these cars trying to keep their combine going, and both of them, I mean, coming into the combine so highly thought of. So definitely a loss here would definitely be so devastating to whoever loses. So let's see which car's moving on and which gets eliminated. Kind of sad that one of them's got to go here. Folks, what a matchup that we have here. Like I said, all these matchups selected at random. And we've got 2 of the cars that were the most highly anticipated rookies heading into the draft. And now they're about to go head-to-head. The winner keeps their combine hopes alive. The loser will be watching the rest of the combine from the couch. Here we go. It is Midnight Mazda on the visitor side. And it is Mad Fast on the home side. Here we go. And that flip comes quicker than a pancake at a Waffle House. And maybe it was a fluke. Midnight Mazda showing him what he can do. 1 collision's all it took. You want some offense? There's your offense. 1 collision and done for Mad Fast right there, who did pretty decently defensively, right? Sending his opponents over the mesh. None of that here. Somebody was able to get that car lower, and folks, that is huge. Because what does it mean? It means Midnight Mazda, for now with that win, in 1 flip against Mad Fast, or I should say in 1 collision against Mad Fast, Midnight Mazda now is one of the top 2 offensive cars here in the last chance leg, which means which means Growler, my bad, Growler is now going to be joining a team because Growler was able to basically defeat Zero Stratos, but it took him 2 collisions to do it. And of course, we know that Midnight Mazda only needed 1 collision to do it. Again, the best offensive cars are going to be going into that to be determined pile where their team will be decided last, basically. So that means Growler. Growler is about to join a team. Let the Nutcracker decide just which one it's gonna be. Time to find out what the Nutcracker thinks. And let's go on ahead. We got one piece of paper. Let it drop there, and time to find out who just got Growler as a teammate. So here we go. Team Red. The red team will get Growler. So Nightwing, GT Snow, and Growler now make up all the red team, folks. So there you go. Growler will join the red team. And we've got just 4 more matchups to go here. Coming up next, Barrel Booster goes head-to-head with Blue Boomer. Here we go, on to the next matchup here, folks. Another 2 cars that were taken down with just 1 collision. Barrel Booster with 25 grams to his credit, and Blue Boomer, much heavier, 37 grams to his credit. Both these cars trying to keep their combine alive here in the last chance heat. Well, folks, for any of these cars now, if they want to be considered one of the best offensive cars here in the last chance leg, if they want to do that, well, they need to finish off their opponent very quickly, like 1 collision or less. And it's impossible to finish off an opponent with less than 1 collision. I mean, either that or, we can just have, mystery flip. No, it doesn't work that way, right? Anyways, we've got Blue Boomer, and of course, we've got Barrel Booster. Let's go on ahead and see which car's combine's going to come to an end, which one is moving on. And 1. It only took 1. Blue Boomer is down. He is eliminated, and we now, folks, we have 3 cars with the number 1 spot, right? 3 cars that won their second round match in just 1 collision. As Barrel Booster gets it done quickly here and able to move on. So we got a 3-way tie. Only 2 of them are going to basically move into this to be determined pile. So we'll get there, folks. But we got 3 more matchups to take place. And we'll see if we can make this a 4-way tie. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. But Bugatti Violet and Ceighter we're going to see next. On to the next one, folks. Here in the last chance heat, we got Ceighter on the home side, weighing in at 29 grams. He was taken out in the first round by Dragon Jr. in just 2 collisions. Bugatti Violet on the visitor side for this one, taken down in 3 collisions against Surf Chevy. Comes into this matchup weighing in at 37 grams himself, so definitely does have a little bit of a weight advantage over Ceighter. Let's see who can move on and whose combine is going to come to an end. Onwards we move, folks. Bugatti Violet and Ceighter set to go head-to-head. The loser going home. They will watch the rest of the combine from the couch, and of course the winner going to be joining one of those teams or join the 3, if they can get this win in 1 collision. We'll find out. Here we go. Ceighter and Bugatti Violet is down, and Ceighter has the flip in 1 collision. Folks, yes, you guessed it, a 4-way tie as Bugatti Violet goes down in 1 collision against Ceighter, who's actually quite a bit lighter than Bugatti Violet. So now Ceighter will join along with Barrel Booster, Solar Reflex Jr., and Midnight Mazda. 2 of them are going to be in the to be determined bin. But that being said, we will find out when we get there. 2 of them will be joining the team right away, basically. So we will, of course, find out, folks. But wow, unbelievable stuff here. And we move on to the next matchup. We got another Bugatti that's going to be on this field soon. Another car that was shockingly upset in that first round or I should say the first leg, it was Veyron, right? 51 grams taken out by a car that only weighed 38 grams in just one collision. Veyron going to be looking for some redemption on the visitor side here as he gets set to take on Supervolt, who lost in 4 collisions against Slingshot. So both these cars looking to keep their combine going. Let's see which one of them it will be. All right, folks, here we go. We got Veyron, that Bugatti model I was talking about, set to take on Supervolt. Here we go. Veyron looking to redeem himself. Supervolt was pretty impressive in his first matchup. We'll see if he can be just as impressive here and now. Here we go. No, Supervolt will not be as impressive. Folks, we got 5 cars that have finished off their opponent in one collision, which, you know what? We knew we might come down to this point. Veyron, talk about redeeming himself. 1 collision and 1 flip. And Supervolt has been eliminated from the combine. And what else can be said? 5 different cars have gotten it done with 1 collision. Well, will Shrieker or 8-Ball join them? We're about to find out next. Well, folks, here it is, the last matchup of our last chance leg. Another 2 cars that were taken down with just 1 collision. Shrieker, he was the first one to go out there in the first leg, and just like that, Fangula took him down right away. He'll be on the home side this time, though, with his 26 grams on his side. His opponent, 8-Ball, a little bit heavier, 30 grams, but he was taken down with 1 collision against Green Blitz, if you remember, midway through that first leg. We'll see which one is moving on in the combine and which one will see their combine come to an end. All right, folks, time to bring our last chance leg to an end. And we've got 5 cars who are tied for the best offense here. And trying to really figure out the tiebreaker to it, but I'm thinking that we're going to put their names into this here Nutcracker head and basically let the Nutcracker decide if it comes to that. But we could have a 6th car joining them. We got 8-Ball and we got Shrieker here. Let's see whose combine lives on. They go head to head and Shrieker makes it quick. 8-Ball is down, done, and dusted. And what does it say? Can we read my fortune here? Can you guys read that 8-Ball, what it says in there? I can't read it. It's so hard to... I think it says try again or something. Oh, no. It says something hazy. Well, I think 8-Ball's a little hazy right now because he was flipped pretty quick. In any case, we will go on ahead and make the note of it. That 8-Ball, of course, has been eliminated. Shrieker moves on. 8-Ball's combine comes to an end. And folks, we got to decide which 2 of these cars are going to be going into the to be determined bin. And, you know, I think I just came up with a better way to do it, folks. So, you know, we know that 2 of these cars... And let me just bring them on out here, folks. We know that 2 of these cars are going to be entered into this bin, but we're about to figure out which one it will be. So we've got the remaining team colors. They have yet to make their 3rd pick. Those team colors are in here. But you know what else we have, folks? We have... these 2 things here to be determined. And how about we do this, right? We are going to add the to be determined tags. We are going to go on ahead, folks, and add them right on in here, right? One of the to be determined tags and the other one. This might be even better than the idea that I just had before. Thinking on the fly. How about that for transparency, folks? Okay. So far, 4 teams have received a 3rd car onto their roster. 4 have not. And we've got 6 cars sitting right here. And we've got 4 colored tags in here with 2 to be determineds in here. So let's just go down the line in the order of which they just had their last chance match. We start with Solar Reflex. Time to find out where Solar Reflex is gonna go. All right, we got one right there. And let's see, Solar Reflex. Who's he gonna join? Or is he not gonna join anybody just yet? To be determined, Solar Reflex Jr. So he will be somebody's very last pick. So he'll go over to these to be determined cars. There's going to be 8 of them in total. Okay, so that is what is going to happen. But we move on here, folks. We move on here. I don't think we're going to need this to be determined tag anymore either. You can just go on ahead and put it away. Basically stuff that goes into the old recycle bin. So here we go. Next one on the list that finished off their matchup with just one collision, Midnight Mazda. So let's see. Where is Midnight Mazda gonna go? Only the bodiless nutcracker knows. And here we go. I got one piece of paper. Oh, I didn't mean to knock over the nutcracker. Well, folks, that makes it... How about that? What else can I say? To be determined. And there we go. Folks, all of our to be determineds have been decided. Midnight Mazda. Going to be the last draft pick for somebody as he enters the to be determined pool. So, folks, we carry on with this procedure, but now we know that there's nothing but team tags in there. So, the next car is going to be joining the team. Which one? We're about to find out. It is actually Barrel Booster, who we're going to find out. Not Veyron. Barrel Booster's next. All right, Barrel Booster. Where is he going to go? What team is Barrel Booster going to bring his talents to? And who's his teammates going to be here? Time to find out, folks. As we got the tag right there. Barrel Booster will be joining. It's hard to tell here. That is Team Yellow. Team Yellow will be getting Barrel Booster. So he's Team Yellow. Going to be joining, or going to be joined by Barrel Booster. So Barrel Booster joining Barney and Orange Stock on the yellow team. So there we go, Barrel Booster. And with the cars that are going to be on a team. And now we got to figure out what car is going to be the next one we decide a team for. And it's going to be Crater. Or Cater, rather. Cater. What team will Cater be playing for in the tournament? Only the Nutcracker knows, and he's about to tell us. Cater will be joining the Brown team. So Cater joins Team Brown with Dragon Jr. and Slingshot. So there we go, folks. Cater joining Team Brown. And we've got just 2 cars left. And only Team Orange and Team Green have yet to get that third car. So we know who's in this head here. We know what the Nutcracker has on his mind. It's orange and green. I think he's predicting that Miami's going to win a championship. But I don't know. Ohio State probably has different plans there. Nonetheless, Veyron. What team will Veyron be joining? We are about to find out. So Veyron is going to get the first team we draw out of here. Whoever this is, that is Veyron's team, which means Shrieker gets whoever that team is right there. And we are about to find out, folks. So here we go. Veyron. Veyron is going to Team Green. So Veyron goes to Team Green, and you know what that means, folks. He'll be joining up with Green Blitz and Hyper Caddy. And that means Shrieker is going to be going to Team Orange. There's no other color in there other than orange. And Shrieker will be joining Salty and Surf Chevy as he goes to Team Orange. So there you go. Shrieker to Team Orange. And every team now has 3 of their cars, which means, folks, we are down to the last pick for each of these teams. And we're going to find out where each one is going to go. So stay tuned, because it's going to happen next. Well, Smash Heads, this right here is going to be the final segment of this video. We've seen a lot of smashing going on. As a matter of fact, 31 matchups, 1v1s in total. And all these color-coded teams, they all got 3 cars right now. But, of course, we've got the bottom of the list here, the to-be-determined cars about to join a team. So what I've got here, to pick the last car for each of these teams, I put all of our color-coded, in here. Matter of fact, can I just get you all the... There you go. There you go. Now you can see them all in there. All 8 teams represented in there, like we've been doing this whole time, folks. But I have another thing here, right? We got a bag, okay? And this patriotic bag right here. We'll just say that it's Santa's American sack. Yeah, because his sack's in the shop, I guess. Anyways, moving on with this. So what we are going to do, we got all those to-be-determined cars right in here. We're going to draw one out, and then what we are going to do is draw the team that they are going to go to. So here we go, folks. The first one, Midnight Mazda. Let's see which team is going to get Midnight Mazda. All right, only the Nutcracker knows. All right, here we go. Whichever team this might be, they're going to get Midnight Mazda. Let's put that lid back on. And Midnight Mazda, folks. Where's he going to go? He's going to Team Green. So Team Green will get Midnight Mazda. So Midnight Mazda is going to be joining Green Blitz, Hyper Caddy, Veyron, and Midnight Mazda going to be that last piece of Team Green. And I tell you what, Team Green looks pretty darn good. If we can go on ahead and get a picture of them. Team Green's looking pretty good. The other thing that we're going to actually do here, too, is we are going to draw out the bracket for ourselves. So Team Green has Midnight Mazda. Time to find out the next car to be selected here, folks. Gotta kind of shake it. All right. Say first one I touch. Mod Mill. All right. So you guys might remember Mod Mill. Mod Mill's the next one selected now to see what team he's gonna go to. All right, Mod Mill. What team is Mod Mill gonna join? We are about to find out. All right, Mod Mill's team right here. And Mod Mill is going to be going to Team Orange. So Team Orange will be getting Mod Mill. So Mod Mill gets Salty, Surf Chevy, Shrieker, and Mod Mill. So Team Orange with those 4 cars could be a contender in this here tournament. I'm just talking about orange and green, right? It's just a big thing that we were talking about. But anyways, on to the next card to be selected by what team we don't know. we select the car first, and then we select the team that they're going to go to here. So here we go. Don't we remember him? It's Blueprint. The car that lasted 6 collisions before being eliminated in the first round. He was the best defensive car from the first leg. What team is he going to find himself on? The Nutcracker is about to tell us. So there you go. Right there, we're about to find out where Blueprint is going. So Blueprint will go to Team Purple. Team Purple will get Blueprint. So Purple has Fangula, if you remember. Royal Monty, remember the huge upset he had. They have Hoto, Roto, and now they've got Blueprint on their team. So Blueprint going to Team Purple here, folks. So we'll go on ahead, set him there, and we'll go on to pick the next one. This is the process here. Right? Might do some quick cuts or something like that just to quicken the process here. And look at this. Yep, I have got Black Swan. So Black Swan, you might remember Black Swan. He was one of the winners that was immediately sent to the to be determined. As a matter of fact, he was the first car sent to the to be determined. So, Black Swan. Time to find out what team he's going to join. And what team's going to have a complete roster here, basically. So there you go. Whoever it might be. Let's find out. Black Swan goes to Team Brown. So Team Brown will get Black Swan. So Team Brown now has Dragon Jr., Slingshot, Ceighter, and Black Swan, the last one to join that squad. So there we go. So that's what, half of the teams now? Yeah, purple team, orange team, brown team, green team. Half of the teams are settled there. And back to the roster bag we go. The to-be-determined bag. The America bag. Santa's backup bag. The heaviest rookie on the block is there. There he is. Revert. Who will the heaviest rookie go to here? We are about to find out. Only the Nutcracker really knows. He'll tell us just in a moment. So there we go. Whatever team that has, that's where Revert, the heaviest rookie in the draft, is going to go. You hope it's your favorite color, I bet. Oh. And he's going to the pink team. Team Pink is going to get Revert, the heaviest car in the draft. He's going to join Amaru, Supercharger, and Purple Frog. So Revert goes to Team Pink. 66 Rams. He could be a force to be dealt with in that tournament for sure. So, anyways, that being said, we got, what, 3 more cars in here. They're all at the bottom here. So, here we go. I got one. Who is it? It is Orange Arrow. Orange Arrow right here. So, we're about to find out what team Orange Arrow is going to go to. Too bad for him he can't join Team Orange, right? Because they've already got a full roster. But let's find out who's going to take him. Alright, so we got Team Red, Team Blue, and Team Yellow. Well, the primary colors. Interestingly enough. Can make any color from those 3 colors. Something that you learn in art class. Maybe with a little bit of white and black paint too. Gotta have white paint, black paint, and red, yellow, and blue. You can make any color. Honest to God. I don't have a BFA for nothing, right? Anyhow. So, don't mind the color theory, folks, but nonetheless, Team Red is going to be the car, or going to be the team where Orange Arrow will go to. So Orange Arrow going to Team Red, and he's going to be joining along with Growler, if you remember Growler, GT Snow, and Nightwing. So Orange Arrow joining that Team Red squad. We'll see how well they do in that next video. And of course, we're also going to see who they're going to be playing against. But Orange Arrow onto the red team. So that leaves Team Blue and Team Yellow. And we've got 2 cars in here. I think it makes it pretty simple here, right? Got 2 cars. The next one to be selected. All right, here you go. Remember Hyper P. That's what this is. That's Hyper P right there. Time to find out what team is going to get Hyper P. He was definitely impressive, no doubt about it. Only 1 or 2 places that he can go. Team Blue or Team Yellow. All right. Right there, that's Hyper P's piece of paper here. And I tell you what, we are going to go on ahead and we're just going to put that there. I mean, kind of spoils the suspense for the last one, right? Hyper P goes to Team Blue. So Team Blue gets Hyper P. They get Kit Kart, RD09, Hot Sauce, and lastly, they get Hyper P, who was very impressive in his performance. And matter of fact, let me go back and take a look. Hyper P in 1 collision was able to flip Hot Sauce there in that first leg. So where did Hot Sauce end up? Hot Sauce actually ended up on the same team with Hyper P. And I just said it too, right? Oh, well, whatever. So, all right, let's get that last combo, folks. There's only 1 car left in this bag, and we know where he's going, right? Because there's only 1 color left in here. This is going to be Team Yellow. I'll tell you that. All right. Yep, Team Yellow. Going to be getting this last car right here. The last of the to be determineds, who are no longer going to be to be determined. Solar Reflex Jr. will join Team Yellow with Barney Orange Stock and Barrel Booster. You can't make it up. Orange Stock and Solar Reflex Jr. went head-to-head in that first leg, if I recall. Yeah, they did. They went head-to-head in that first leg. 2 collisions before it ended. And now they're going to be teammates. So that's interesting how some guys in the first leg have ended up on the same team. So Solar Reflex Jr. is going to Team Yellow. And folks, that will do it. Half of the combine is pretty much done. And now all we got left is the 8-team tournament. So before we go on ahead and we get into this whole tournament, we got to basically set up the tournament. We got to set the bracket up. So here's the thing. We got our 8 color-coded teams. We all know their rosters already and whatnot, but we got the drawing right here. The Nutcracker is going to basically tell us, the head of the Nutcracker. He's the head of all the Nutcrackers. What the heck? So yeah, he's going to let us know how this bracket's going to turn out. So the first colors that get drawn, or the first teams that get drawn, they're going to be the ones that basically have the best chance to have home field advantage throughout this whole tournament, sort of, kind of. I mean, so it's just the way that it'll work out. Just trust it and run with it and go with it to that point. So let's go on ahead and fill out this bracket. Let's see who the first team's going to be. And you remember the 8 teams that we had? We had red, yellow, blue, green, orange, purple, along with pink and brown. So here we go. Making sure none came out there. And here we go. The first team. They're going to be in the bottom right hand of the bracket. That's where they're going to be. So here they are, whoever they are. So let's see who will go into that slot, who will have home field advantage throughout this tournament. The orange team. So Team Orange. They are going to go into this bottom right corner of the bracket here, as they will have home field advantage pretty much throughout. So there we go. We see orange down there, and we will move on along with this bracket. So let's see who's going to the bottom of the other side of the bracket, to the left side of that bracket. And they'll be home all the way up until they hit the final round, the championship perhaps, then they'll be on the road pretty much. But nonetheless, oh, I got 2 colors there. I got 2 stuck together. There we go. Now I got 1. Didn't mean to grab 2, but now we got 1. Let's see who it is. Who's it gonna be here? And it's Team Purple. So Team Purple gonna go on to the other side here. So now let's select the other 2 home teams of the first round and continue to fill this bracket out. So here we go. Maybe I should do like a fast forward thing or something. Anyways, here we go. Let's find out. I got 1 here. Time to find out which team it will be. Filling in the next spot on the bracket here. Can you tell? I can't yet. Oh, there we go. Team Pink. So that is Team Pink. And they are going to be going into a home game. They're going to be in the same bracket with Orange, but they won't be playing against Orange. And we carry on. So the next one that we select, they're going to go right there into that spot. So let's find out who it's going to be. Only the Nutcracker knows. Almighty Nutcracker of the fortune, whatever the fudge table derby stuff. There we go. So let's see. The last of the home teams in the first round of this tournament to be decided right here and now. And it's Team Red. So the red team. You basically know half of this bracket. Now it's time to start finding out whose opponents everybody's going to be. So, that being said, we are going to go on ahead and find out who Orange Team's opponent is going to be. So here we go, folks. In the first round of this tournament, Team Orange will face whoever that was. Let's find out. Team Brown. So it's the Cleveland Brown Bowl. Hey, what the heck. So Team Brown will be taking on Team Orange. So next matchup, we're going to find out who will be playing on the road against Team Purple. Let's find out who their opponent will be. Nutcracker, give us a clue. I think we only got 1 there. Alright, time to find out who Team Purple's opponent will be. Folks, it's going to be Team Blue. So, Blue versus Purple. And there you have it, folks. That's what we got so far. Just 2 more spots to be filled. And for the next one, we are going to find out who's going to be going up against Team Pink. So, who's going to be taking on the pink team here? Only be 1 of 2 now, right? So let's find out. The Nutcracker will decide. And he has. So Team Pink's opponent, or the pink team's opponent, here it is, folks. Team Green. So Team Green and Team Pink will be going head to head. Wow, that's like, yeah, it's Tommy versus Kim. Oh my god. Anyways. Power Rangers thing. Anyway, so there we go. Green and Pink. Which I think pretty much self-explains who's going to be going up against Team Red. And before the theatrics' sake, what the heck? Let's go on ahead and take a look. There's only 1 in there. Mic drop or Nutcracker drop. And of course, yes, it's Team Yellow. So Team Yellow going to be on the road against Team Red in the first round. So tune in next time to find out who's going to win the whole tournament, because the whole tournament is going to be on that video. I promise, Kuma, I'm not stealing the idea. Till next time, as always, James Holst Jr. here. Thanking you for watching. Much love, take care of yourselves, be yourselves as always, folks. Peace.